Did any of you guys ever invest in CS:GO skins? Because that market,
Absolutely not.
that market was wild, absolutely wild. Now, this is essentially a unregulated market because I kid you not, there were potentially billions of dollars, billions of dollars worth of quote unquote assets being digital skins essentially wiped out by a random update. No warning, no nothing, gone instantaneously. And there were individuals through gambling websites or through regular procurement or whatnot had acquired and stored 50, 60, 70, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of these skins as some sort of investment portfolio, if you will. Yes, these are CSGO skins. And this is tragic, of course. A Chinese student jumped off a building today because of Counter-Strike 2 skins market crash, which everything essentially went down to zero because a lot of through an update that I believe allowed you to acquire a lot of these quote unquote rare items. So they're again just digital items. They're not real things. They're not tangible in this marketplace. The market essentially crashed to zero. And yeah, $4.4 billion, which was the market cap.
Wow.
And there were other Discord leaks of people saying that they killed themselves, they were done, it was over. People were legitimately using this like Bitcoin, like any sort of other asset that they were holding, and the value was going up. For a while, it was a good investment, but Valve being Valve was like, actually, it's over. And so, yeah, people's portfolios, it's an unregulated market, so there's no recourse, right?
Yeah, it's
there's
like
nothing.
an unsecured NFT, right?
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
There's no
it's
backing
like,
to it.
It's like, what did you put your money in? Gold, Bitcoin, which also could crash at an update. Guns. I put my shit in a video game and then updated. Fuck me.
So I learned about this like 90 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But like, did anybody ever successfully extract value from this, or was it completely speculative?
CS:GO 100%. Marketplace. I'm just googling it right now. CS:GO Marketplace is a real thing, where you can buy and sell skins, right? And you can acquire these skins through gameplay for different things. So, for instance, these are right values of different things that are, worth a lot of money because of their rarity, because of how hard they are to get. So people would acquire them and then hold them. It's very, very rare knives or skins or whatever it might be. Things would go up in value, things would go down in value. However, let's say this knife right here, if they gave everybody this knife in a free update, well, that value goes down to zero, right? Or if they allowed you to access it through challenges, well, that value went down to zero, basically, right? If you can grind for it, it's not worth it.
So I guess surely if people thought it was really worth this much, there were people that were actually extracting cash, US dollars or whatever out of the market out of this. So some people were making money and other people were saying, I'm going to wait and make more money later.
Yeah,
correct.
I think they were using it. I think a lot of people were using it for like money laundering, criminal enterprise type things, because it's just another way that you can move money around. But also I will say, if you there's a couple of really good videos on this. I don't know the specific videos, but I know CoffeeZilla has done videos on the skin trading stuff through CS:GO and through Steam. And then also Spiffing Brit, if you've ever watched him, he has a really good video where he kind of like explains how easily you can do market manipulation on these things, and he demonstrates it. So those are two good channels to check out for this, but it's pretty crazy.
So should I add this to cart or no?
No.
8,700? No?
It's your birthday,
it's your birthday. Treat yourself.
No, true. That's a good point. So yeah, so there were scams back in the day. Like this was probably almost a decade ago at this point, but there was this thing called CS:GO Lottery, where you could actually purchase bundles and boxes of things, right, of different items, and then they would. But the scam is that while the packs were real, when they paid influencers to shill their website, which one of the owners was also shilling the website without disclosing that he was an owner of the website, they would give people codes that would increase their chance of winning, right? So you'd see your favorite streamer who's shilling CSGO lottery, he'd play the lottery at a double, triple, quintuple rate of winning than the average Joe and be like, whoa, look at this skin that I just got for $5, dude. This skin's $500. Like, that's crazy, right? And then you would go in there and spend hundreds of your hard-earned dollars and not make anything on it. So no, there were quite literally lottery systems, these marketplace apps, all sorts of different ways to get one skin from one person to another with middlemen, lotteries. People were holding these skins quite literally as a bank. Some people had 40, 50, 60 of these things, these multi-$1,000 items just sitting in their inventory waiting to be sold. And that's like walking in, that's like, Venezuela at 100,000% inflation, right? That your $10,000 in the bank today is worth 50, $100
well, even
tomorrow.
Venezuela has started using RuneScape Gold.
Well, what's funny is, yes, RuneScape Gold does have a higher value than Venezuelan currency, right? But RuneScape tomorrow could say, actually, everybody gets 1 billion gold. And then RuneScape money goes down to nothing, right? It is worthless through a random update that you can't stop and you have no recourse to because it is a unregistered market.
I'm sure that the spooks in DC are working on a way to devalue RuneScape Gold at the moment.
It is. That was already done years ago. The RuneScape market already crashed. I played it back in 2002. So, as soon as the marketplace got funky with the Grand Exchange, I just stopped playing.
Damn, Hawkeye is like old.
Hawkeye is an OG RuneScape investor, dude. I was doing RuneScapes or rug pulls and RuneScape while you were in diapers, son.
Dude, this man's been wanting to buy GF for longer than most of you have been alive. It's absolutely hilarious that American video games have more value in them than entire foreign economies. It's to us, it's like a tertiary or quaternary market, and for them, it's like that's more money that I could hope to make in my entire lifetime. That's an amount of money I can retire on. What do I invest in? Do I invest in oil field futures? No, I invest in RuneScape.
Did you say quaternary?
That's the one after tertiary.
I've never heard that one. I've never heard somebody need to go.
I only know out to quaternary. I don't know what 5 is. I'm sorry.
It's quinquenary or something like that.
That checks out. Yeah. And then sextenary, I'm sure.
These are fake words, I think.
These are not real words. Who made that up? You made that up right now.